Good day, children. So in the previous class we saw that the narrator, he took Ranga to the Shastri, and here previously he had already told Shastri, whatever I am telling you that you have to repeat. So when he went over there, and the Shastri said, "What a surprise, Shama. I haven't seen you for a long time." So this fellow, he got angry and he started shouting at him and said, "Only this morning." And Shastri, he did not want him to know, because the narrator had already told him that don't tell anybody that I had come and I had briefed you what all you have to say. So when the narrator was about to tell, "Okay, this morning only I met you," so the Shastri did not let him complete his sentence and said, "You finish all your work and are now free to visit me. So have you finished your work and you are free to visit me?" Had he not done so, I would have ruined our plan for bursting like grains that are kept in the sun to dry. And if Shastri had not cut his sentence in the middle, then all the plan would have been known to Ranga, as if the grains that we keep in the sun, the sprouts, if it starts sprouting, then it becomes useless. So I was extremely careful of what I said afterwards. So after that, the narrator was very careful in his ways, in his talks. Shastri turned to Ranga. Then Shastri turned towards Ranga. "When did the young son of your accountant clerk come home?" So he curiously asked, "When did this accountant's son has come back from Bangalore? What can I do for him? It's very rarely that he visits us. So how can I help you? And you come here seldom. You don't come every time over here. Take out a paraphernalia. Our Rangappa seemed to have something on his mind. Can you tell us what's worrying him? And shall we put your science of astrology to the test?" So he said, "Take out your paraphernalia," means your pothi patra, pothi that we call a pandit have got. So he said, "You take out that and tell from your astrology that what is going on in Rangappa's mind. And let us see whether your science is correct or not." There was authority in my voice as I spoke to Shastri, and the narrator, he spoke to Shastri in a orderly, in a commanding way. He took out 2 sheets of paper, some cauries, a book of Palmyra leaves, saying, "Ours is an ancient science ayah. There is a story to it, but I won't tell you that story now." So then after that, he took out 2 sheets of paper. Then cauries, you play Ludo, so you have got dice. So previously cauries were there. So he took out that. Then he took out a book of Palmyra leaves. At that time, these papers were not there. Palmyra leaves were used for writing. So he took out that, and he said, "Let's see, our science is ancient science, and there is a story on this, and I will not tell you this now. I will tell it to you later on. This is not a Harikatha, which allows you to tell a story within a story. You may get bored. I'll tell it to you some other time." So it is like Harikatha. So it is not like Harikatha, means one after the other the story comes in. One story is related to the other story, and this way the stories keep on going. So this will be very long and it will be very boring for you. So I'll be telling you the story later on. Shastri moved his lips fast as he counted on his fingers and then asked, "What's your star?" Ranga didn't know. "Never mind." Shastri indicated with a shake of his head. And then, as usual, you must have seen on the TVs, serials, or in the pictures that Pandit, he starts counting something, and then he asked Ranga, "What is a star?" Ranga did not know, so he said, never mind, let's see what is it. He did some more calculation before saying in a serious tone, it's about a girl. And after that, again he started doing the calculations, and then he said, there is something going on in your mind about a girl. I had been controlling my laughter all this while, and while the Shastri was calculating all those things and saying, so this narrator, he felt like laughing, but he was trying to control his laugh. But now I burst out laughing. I turned to Ranga, exactly what I had said. So when he said about the girl, so narrator started laughing at him, and he said, Ranga, I told you exactly what it is. Who is the girl? It was your humble servant who asked the question. Then the narrator asked him, who is this girl? Shastri thought for a while before, she probably has the name of something found in the ocean. So Shastri said that the girl has the name about a thing that is found in the ocean. So then he started guessing, the narrator started guessing. Kamla, he said, maybe, could it be Panchi, moss? It must be moss if it is not Kamla. Why not pearl or ratna, the precious stone? So he said, it may be moss, Kamla, pearl or ratna. Ratna is a precious stone. Then Ratna, the girl of Ramarao's house is Ratna. Tell me, is there any chance of our negotiation bearing fruit? So he asked, this Rangappa asked that Ratna is the girl of Ramarao's house, and he wanted to know, is there any chance of their negotiation? Means, is there any possibility of their getting married to each other? Definitely, he said after thinking for some time. Then Shastri, he thought for some time, and he said, definitely will get married. There was a surprise on Ranga's face and some happiness I noticed. So Ranga was surprised as well as happy. But that girl is married, I said. Then I turned to him, his face had fallen. So the narrator, he was tricking, and he said, the girl is married. And then he looked at Ranga's face. So Ranga's face became sad. I don't know all that. There may be some other girl who is suitable. I only told you what a Shastra indicated, Shastri said. So Shastri said, maybe some other girl. It is according to the Shastra that I have told you. We left the place. On the way we passed by Ramarao's house. Ratna was standing at the door. I went in alone and came out in a minute later. And then while coming from Shastri's place, they passed Ramarao's house. So this Ratna was standing outside on the door, and the narrator, he left Ranga outside and he went for a while inside and then came out. Surprising, this girl isn't married, it seems. So he came out and he told Ranga that this girl is not married. Someone told me the other day that she was. And then he cleared himself that the other day somebody told me that the girl is married. What Shastri told us has turned out to be true after all. And then the narrator said to him that whatever Shastri has said is true. But Rangappa, I can't believe that you have been thinking of her. The narrator said, I can't believe that you were thinking about this girl. Swear on the name of Madhavacharya and tell me, is it true that Shastri said? Then he said, make a promise and then tell me that is it correct what Shastri told me? I do not know whether anyone else would have been directed. Ranga admitted there is greater truth in what Shastra than we imagine. What he said is absolutely true. So Ranga said, yes, people say that Shastra don't tell the truth, but whatever he has told is true. Shastri was at the well. When I went there that evening, I said, so Shastri Gale, you repeated everything I had taught you without giving rise to any suspicion. Then in the evening time, when the narrator went he found Shastri near the well and he said to him, "So Shastri, very well, good work you have done. Whatever I told you, you went on like that and nobody suspected you. What a marvelous Shastra yours is." He didn't like it at all. And he said, "What kind of Shastras you have?" He didn't like it. Ranga didn't like it. "What are you saying?" So the Shastri was astonished, he was surprised. He said, "What you're saying? What you said to me was that what I could have found out myself from Shastras, don't forget, I developed on the hints you have given me." So he said, "Whatever hint you gave me, on the basis of that I said. I didn't actually take out anything from the Shastras. Tell me, is this what a decent man says?" So he said, "This is the decency of a man. If you say, Rangappa had come the other day to invite me for dinner. Was the occasion?" I asked. And after few months, you can say, now few years, you can say, that Rangappa, he came to the narrator and he said, "I have come to invite you for the dinner." So the narrator asked him, "What is the occasion? Why you are calling me for dinner?" So he said, "It's Shama's birthday. He is 3. So now his son, he was 3 years old and the birthday was there, so he had called him for the birthday dinner. "It's not a nice name, Shama," I said. So the narrator said, "Shama is not a nice name. I am like a dark piece of oil cake." And this narrator, he was a dark fellow and he said, "I am a dark person and my name is Shama. Why did you have to give that golden child of yours such a name? And your child is so beautiful, so fair. Why you have given this name to your child? What a childish couple you are, Ratna and you. And you really, you look very nice, both the couple. You're a young couple. You look very nice together. I know, it is the English custom of naming the child after somebody you like." And the narrator said, "It's a custom to give the name of a child or keep the name of a child after the person whom you like. Your wife is 8 months pregnant now. Who is there to help your mother to cook?" And then he said, "Your wife is 8 months pregnant. The second baby is going to come and your mother is cooking alone. Who is there to help you?" So Rangappa said, "My sister has come with her. I went there for dinner. Shama rushed to me when I walked in and put his arms around my legs." Then when the narrator went over there, the small baby, he came running and he held the narrator's legs with his arms. I kissed him on his cheek and placed a ring on his tiny little finger. And the narrator kissed him and put a golden ring on his fingers. "Allow me to take leave of you, reader. I am always here ready to serve you." And in the end, the narrator says that now I want to take leave from you, and whenever you need me, I'll be coming and I'll help you. You were not bored, I hope. And by listening to this story, I think you are not at all bored. So children, this is the story based on Ranga's Ranga. And that's why it is named as Ranga's marriage. So these are the characters. Ranga is also known as Rangappa. Then Ratna is there, who is Rama Rao's daughter, Rama Rao's niece. Then Shastri is there. The narrator is there. And the narrator's name is Shyama. So these are the characters in this. So I think you must have understood. So that's all for today. Goodbye, children.